It is the final game for the round of 16. All of the games have either been concluded or there is one currently in standing, but we have Ivory Coast going against Puerto Rico in this round of 16 for the FIBA U17 World Cup in Istanbul. I'm Justin Taylor. Welcome to the action. We appreciate you joining us on YouTube. And we're about to be tipping off shortly. There is a breakdown of the bracket. Winner of this game will face off against the United States. Now we're going to pause for just a moment as teams are introduced out onto the floor, and we'll get right back to it. That will happen, and then national anthems.
First, Puerto Rico, number 0, Cristian Dubia. Number 1, Puerto Rico. Number 2, Ibrahim Fortiga. Number 3, Soransi. Number 4, Ruben Mangasua. Number 7, Nathan Jago. Number 8, Antoine Coin. Number 10, GB Oka. Number 12, Ochi Kurote. Number 22, Hazaman Kule. Number 22, Emmanuel Cuadrado. Number 17, Joyce Cuadrado. Head coach, Mr. Anderson. Assistant coach, Mr. Koyasi Kohi. Puerto Rico. Number 0, Yodek Torres. Number 1, Yeremy Wilmore. Number 2, Dwight Gaines. Number 3, Yohan Rodriguez. Number 5, Bentley Albino. Number 10, Emmanuel Lopez. Number 11, John Arroyo. Number 12, Alexis Fuentes. Number 13, Julian Sanchez. Number 15, Michael Portilla. Number 20, Daniel Rodriguez. Number 21, Luis Rosado. Head coach, Mr. Rolando Pantoja. And assistant coach, Mr. Daniel Ortiz. Sevgili basketbol severler, ulusal maçlar için sizleri ayağa davet ediyorum. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for national anthems. First national anthem of Ivory Coast. Fidişi sahilleri milli marşı.
National anthem's completed. Team's about to be tipping off in about 9 minutes, more like 8 minutes. But we will be underway shortly. Taking a look at the breakdown for this game, starting with the officials for this matchup. There they are. Handshakes left and right. Mikel Menist with Cecil Kungor and Jean Sun. Those are your 3 officials for this game. They are set and ready for this matchup to start. As for the starters of this matchup with Ivory Coast, Barkel Coffee with Nathan Jocko. Watch out for them to get a hot hand. Ahmed Conan, Jean-Philippe Oka, and Rafael Ouedraogo. That's your starting 5 with Eric Affi as the as the coach for Ivory Coast. On the flip side, for Puerto Rico, their starting 5 will consist of Jeremy Wilmore, Dwight Gaines, John Arroyo with Daryl Rodriguez, and Luis Rosado. There they are on your screen. Orlando Pantoja is the head coach for the crew. Player to watch out for is going to be Dwight Gaines. They are the leading efficiency, points, and assists. Efficiency rating 19.7 with 27 points per game, 4.3 assists per game. The rebound leader, Adoin Albino. If you enjoy the broadcast, make sure to give it a like, give it a thumbs up. We appreciate you being here, all 650 plus viewers at this time. As more will be piling in as the broadcast goes on. Make sure to also let us know where you're watching from. We may give it a shout out during the time. We see Baron LeBron with the flags flying for Puerto Rico, and John Chris DeCurry saying, "Go Ivory Coast." We take a quick glance at the history of how these two teams got here. We have Puerto Rico from Group C. They ended up in the number 2 spot. Go and take a look at how they got to this point. First game, they faced against Slovenia, 92-78 victory. Then they moved on to get a victory over New Zealand, 85-77, before falling to Turkey, 98-77. Tip off goes in favor of Puerto Rico. They're in white uniforms, white tops, white bottoms, blue stripes along the side with stars mixed in there. Blue lettering and numbering. To the corner. Drive, spin, Arroyo. Tried to pass underneath, intended to recipient was Rodriguez, couldn't get it to them. Now Ivory Coast with the ball in their orange uniforms, orange tops, orange bottoms. Now the orange top has a gradient effect from top to bottom, going from green to orange. Quick bucket on the fast break for Gaines. Ball's loose, Ivory Coast picks it up. Left wing. Still loose. Nobody's picked it up quite yet. There we go. Underneath the basket. Up for 2. Layup up and in for Ouedraogo. Fakes the pass. Now slings a random pass upward Didn't seem to be intended for anyone specific. A foul is called. That one's going to be against Luis Rosado. And it'll be Nathan Jocko going to the line. Able to convert the and one opportunity, and Ivory Coast is up early in this one. 5-2 start. Down the left side. Fast break. Has numbers. Goes to the layup. Off the glass. Rims around a bit and falls. And Conan with the 2 points. Take a look at these two teams. Both on the bottom half of the power rankings. 3 attempted from the left corner. No good. Puerto Rico at 11th. Ivory Coast at 14th out of the total 16 teams here visiting for the FIBA U17 World Cup. Back and gets a quick bucket. That's going to be number 2, Dwight Gaines. That's 4 points in the game for Gaines. Underneath, off the glass, and another 2 points for Huicharaco. Alley-oop toss, draws contact. Gaines once again with an opportunity to score. We'll head to the line with their first free throws of the game. First free throw up and good for Gaines. Make one, miss one on the opportunity. Now Ivory Coast, chance to expand on their lead early. 2.5 minutes in, that ball's going to head out of bounds. They'll claim that stays here for Ivory Coast. Underneath the basket, layup, can't get it to fall. Rebound, put back, good for 2. Rafael once again scoring, has 6 of the total 11 points for Ivory Coast. Rosado, pass underneath, intercepted, fast break. Euro steps their way, slams it in. Rafael, another 2 points, now 8 of the 13. Gaines, apologies. Albino passed it off, and that's going to be 2. Tried to get a stolen pass. That'll be another dunk. Another 2 points. Hot out the gates. It is Rafael Huicharaco. From the corner, 3. Splashes it in. Fast break opportunity. Wilmore up for 2. Can't get it to fall. Fast-paced play from both sides. Edwin Albino on the previous play was the one credited with the 3-pointer from the corner. Wilmore, first free throws of the game. First shot is no good. It's just a bit too strong back of the rim. One for two, miss one, make one. Cuts it down to a 4-point game. Drive behind the back. Finds an opening on the right wing. Steps over to find some more space. Can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound. Jean-Philippe Oka with the rebound. Draws the foul. It is against Fuentes, number 12 there. Layup off the glass, good to go. Earlier we talked about how Puerto Rico got to this point in the round of 16 based off of their group stages. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ivory Coast. They faced off against Venezuela, 74-63 win against them. Then faced off against Australia, a close matchup, 78-73 for yesterday. Then also falling to Serbia, 97-71. (11-17), just past the 5-minute mark. Foul on the floor. Albino a bit shaken, but not too much. They're able to go ahead and get to their feet. Stoppage play. And looks like that's going to be a foul against Ivory Coast. Underneath the basket, up for two. That gets deflected, but still falls. Edwin Albino credited for the bucket, but Jean-Philippe Oka came in for the block and tipped it, and it just fell anyway. Not the friendly bounce that Nathan Joko wanted. Underneath the basket, off the glass, and good. Evaniel Arachek. Jocko on the floor. If you're enjoying the broadcast, make sure to leave a like for it. Right now we're at 75 likes. Looking to get to 300 if we can. 250 would be great. 300 would be awesome. Nearly 2,000 viewers, but we'll have a timeout on the floor by Ivory Coast. We'll be back with more FIBA action.
Marco attacks to close out, feeds Bruno inside. Fills it up.
Back to the action. Missed shot for Ivory Coast. Now a 2-point game. From the corner, takes the three, rattles it in. Now Puerto Rico with the lead. Oka, big 2-pointer there in the moment. 19-18, and now a little bit of back and forth in the scoring. Largest lead at one point for Ivory Coast was 8. And now that makes 2 lead changes already in this game. Roderick Torres at the line. Ties it up. Second shot. No good. Jump ball situation on the play. Crossover, drive. Fades away with it. Well defended, but maybe a bit too strong on the defense. Alexis Fuentes called for the foul. Second personal foul. Not something you want to pick up in the first quarter as your second, but that's where they stand. This is on the free throw shot. One for 2 during the visit. Puts the lead back in favor of Ivory Coast. Torres down the right side, directing traffic. Gaines over to Albino, left side, Torres. Arroyo passes over to Gaines, 3, good! So Jocko will head to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is good. 2:28 remaining. Jose Rivera in chat, flying the flag from Puerto Rico, as well as Shirley S. Vega. Didn't really translate that name, just so much to it, but shout out to them as well. Also support from Cameroon for Ivory Coast, World of Ball. Alley-oop toss. Nothing doing, but picked up by Ivory Coast. 3, no good. Offensive rebound from the corner. Try to get the steal. Ball's deflected into the backcourt. 6-second shot clock. We'll see if they're paying attention enough to the clock. They get the shot up. Just creeps over and around the rim. No good. Offensive board. Tries to get a second offensive rebound. Ends up on the floor. That is number 20, Daryl Rodriguez. Able to quickly get back to their feet. Rodriguez to the line. First trip to the charity stripe. Let's start it off with a good start for Ivory Coast. Now is a back and forth game. 5 lead changes thus far, 3 ties. No good on the first shot. No good. Takes up 3, can't get it to fall. Heading out of bounds, hits the line, and it'll be out. Ivory Coast possession. Left wing. Big 3 opportunity, can't get it to fall. Offensive board, tried to slip it right back to the original shooter. Still in their possession. Fighting to get to the rim, trying to put it in. That'll be off the mark, but a foul. First shot up and good. Not at the line. And they'll be calling a violation. That'll give another free throw to Ivory Coast. And the additional free throw given will fall. 22-26, 56 seconds left in the first quarter. Time to work with. Able to dribble their way past the defender. Shots up, no good. Gets a rebound. Saves it from going out of bounds. But stumbling and a foul. Free throws up and no good. Hits rim and just quickly bounces its way over. .28 seconds, 7th-second difference between game and shot clock in this 6-point affair. The inside deflected away will stay with Puerto Rico. 19 seconds left. Side inbound for Puerto Rico. On the fast break opportunity, down the floor, nobody to stop him. Layup off the glass and good. That'll make it a 4-point game and a chance. Almost deflected it in a way where they had one more possession. Instead, hits it off the defender and then hits off of himself. Doesn't even try a shot. We will be back with more action right after this break. It is 24-28 here on FIBA. Back for the second quarter of play. Ivory Coast with the lead, 28-24. Plenty of action between the two teams. They've been going a little bit back and forth in the second part of that first quarter. Euro steps their way to a slam at the rim. That is number 10, Jean-Philippe Oka. Drive. Puts up a shot for the rim, no good. Deflected away. Potential for a fast break opportunity. Can't get the shot to fall. Draws the foul and one. Dwight Gaines on the bucket.
Second person foul in first team foul. Dwight Gaines shooting one.
Big deep three attempt. Can't get it to fall. Is well with outside that range that they would have been comfortable to try to go with. A charge attempt. The charge is successful.
Number 10, G. Oka. Third person foul, second team foul. Substation number 0, Christian Dumbuya. Is in number 10.
Gaines. Drives, takes a three. Contact from behind, will go to the line for two.
Number 3, Jean-Charles first personal foul and third team foul. Substitution for Ivory Coast, number 7, Nathan Jaco. Easy. Dwight Gaines. Shooting 3.
Gaines' first shot is up and good. And we'll go 2 for 2 for the line with a third shot on the way. So 3 for 3 from Dwight Gaines, trying to work their way down the floor. And that will be going the other way. Puerto Rico down 2. As that turnover was by Barakel Coffee. Stops, pops a shot. That's going to be worth 2 if it goes, and it doesn't. Rebounded by one more. Takes a 3 of their own. Can't get it to fall. Rebound. Ivory Coast. Fast break. 1 to beat. Off the glass in and for 2.
Number 1, Barakel Coffee. First personal foul for team foul.
Up top, Gaines hesitates, gets a screen, goes left, has plenty of space for a mid-range, will splash that one in for 2, puts it back to a 2-point game. To the rim, off the glass, hits the shot. Puerto Rico going for a bit of a fast break. They get to the rim, can't get the shot to fall. Not able to respond to Nathan Jocko's 2-pointer. Now from the corner, 3, no good, too strong for Tumpuya.
Number 21, Luis Rosado. Second personal foul and first team foul. Substitution for Puerto Rico, number 5, Edwin Almino. Easy. Substitution for Ivory Coast, number 2, Ibrahim Fadiga. Easy.
Directing traffic, 10-second shot clock. Steps forward, now backs it up. 5 seconds to the free throw line. Back out. Side steps for a 3. Can't get it to fall. Gains rebound. Fast break. Behind the back. Weaving through. Passes it off. Left wing has it. Hop step underneath the basket. Up for 2 and good. Luis Rosado for 2. Their first bucket of the game. Two-point game. Strong defensive presence. Tries to tip it away. Backcourt violation. Albino causing problems, forcing the turnover.
Substitution for Ivory Coast, number 8, Antoine Conan, and number 12, Haji Kwame Arin.
6:30 remaining here in the first half. Crossover by Gaines to the rim. High off the glass. Doesn't get that one on target. Moving quickly down the floor. Contact. And looks like Conan might got a little banged up on the play. A little bit of a hobble in their step, but they're on their feet trying to walk it off. Shot is up and no good. Offensive board. Foul called. To be against number 10, Evaniel Arache. So Jocko able to get another 2 points. Ivory Coast has not given up this lead in quite some time. It's been back and forth between 2 and 4 point game. Puerto Rico just knocking on the door, just can't get by. They did get by a few times earlier. There's been 5 lead changes in this one. Little bit of a floater shot by Sanchez. Euro step, layup, draws contact. So heading to the line, Nathan Jocko. (38-36), 5:31 remaining. First shot drops in. (39-36). From the corner, can't get it to fall. Passes around, intended for Torres, but a foul called before it can ever get there. First free throw is up and no good with Sanchez at the line. One for two during the visit to the stripe. Back to a 2-point game. Jocko will inbound. So it looks like that's going to be a turnover on the play. Gives it to Puerto Rico with 5 minutes remaining in the first half. That shot off the mark. And splashes the second shot attempt. That'll tie it up. 39 apiece. Zone defense from Puerto Rico pushing through them. Ivory Coast up for 2. Can't get it to fall. Still a loose ball picked up for 2. Second chance opportunity doesn't fall. Jocko with the rebound. In the corner, jab steps, drives to the elbow, into the paint. And an arm across. Jocko keeps them from getting the shot up. That will be a foul. They'll head to the line for two. That'll be Rodriguez on the foul. Right side of the floor. Gaines. Screen. Takes the mid-range shot just beside the elbow. No go on that one. And I believe they will call illegal screen on the play. Albino was just staying with the defender, and number 32, Drago, called for the foul. That is their first personal foul, I believe. That is their first personal foul of the game. Drago's been playing well for Ivory Coast, 14 points thus far.
Puerto Rico, game of position, 9 seconds on the shot acquisition. Number 17, Jonas Claudia. Third personal foul. Dwight Gaines. Shooting three.
Dwight Gaines at the line. Substitutions. It'll be 3 free throws. First shot, no good. Second shot. Able to get that one to fall. No good on the third one.
Number 3, Orange Corner. Third personal foul. Substitution for Ivory Coast, number 22. Adam Correa is in.
So 40-39.
Michael Portilla. Shooting two.
Portilla to the line. Rattles it in. 3:45 remaining. 2-point lead. That's the largest lead that Puerto Rico has had. Chance to make it their biggest right here with 3. Portilla knocks down the second shot. Launches it down the floor. Layup off the glass, no good. Ripped away. That's going to be last touch by Puerto Rico. Ivory Coast will have the ball. Tries to deflect it. That's going to be out of bounds. We have a timeout by Ivory Coast. We'll be back with more action. Ivory Coast with the ball, drive to the basket through the defenders. That's going to be a foul called in the act of shooting. 2 free throws coming at the line for Adama Kone. Make sure to check out at NextGen Hoops on various social medias, including Instagram and X. You'll be able to see the next generation of talent being highlighted there. Those who appear to have a very bright future in basketball. At the line, hits the second shot. That's 1 for 2 for Adama Kone. Dolan going the other way. Paul knocked loose. Has some space. Gets the layup and now tied up once again. That's the 5th tie-up of the game. We've had a total of 6 lead changes. Arache. Worth to the left. Rivera. 5-second shot clock. Drive, kick from the corner. No good. Into the hands of Ivory Coast. Inside, layup, up, no good. Cleans up their own shot, gets it to fall. And with that, Puerto Rico will be taking a timeout. 6 unanswered by Ivory Coast. We'll be back. More FIBA action. Seven lead changes here in the first half alone. 5 times they've tied it up. Puerto Rico will look to try to get the lead back. Gaines with 17 in the game. Albino. Gaines. 3. High bounce off the rim. No good. Rebounded. Ouedraogo. They have 14 points. Also 7 rebounds in the game. Layup at the rim. Tips it in. No. Misses. Foul is called. So, foul drawn by Emmanuel Arache. Nathan Jocko called for the foul. Arache settling in. Shot is up and no good. Nathan Jocko only with 1 personal foul in the game. 1 player currently sits in foul trouble, considering it is the first half. Actually, 2 players, apologies. Jean-Philippe Oka and Laji Kanade both have 3 fouls apiece, and I just missed one more. Joris Baggio has 3. That's for Ivory Coast. No players for Puerto Rico sit at 3 fouls, just 3 of them sit with 2. Free throw doesn't fall. Tambacone. 0 for 2 during the visit. Layup off the glass, hit good. Quick bucket for Puerto Rico to put it back in a tie ball game. 6th tie moment. Down the baseline, gets a slight hand on it, but not enough to keep it from getting to its intended target. That's going to be off the glass and good. Ivory Coast takes the lead back once again. Arache underneath, up for 2. John Arroyo will go to the line. Arroyo has not had too many opportunities at scoring. This is going to be their first opportunity at the charity stripe. First free throw, no good. Full court pressure by Puerto Rico, forcing Ivory Coast to work it back and forth as best as they can. That'll be deflected out of bounds. They'll stay with Ivory Coast. 1-point lead. Under a minute. Tempted to deflect it. That's going to be a shot. Post move up and good. 3-point lead for Ivory Coast. That was made by Adama Kone. From the corner, 3 to tie, no good. Gets the offensive board, layup is good. Edwin Albino for 2. 6-second difference between game and shot clock. Thought about the 3 from the corner. Instead, hop steps their way to the rim for 2. Shot clock dead. Green, drive, Tried to pump fake, instead lost possession of the ball. 2 seconds, takes the three, no good. That'll do it for the first half of play. Ivory Coast 50, Puerto Rico 47. Take a look at the numbers. Puerto Rico, their leading scorer, Edwin Alpino with 12 points. Apologies, Dwight Gaines with 17 is the one who's leading, but Edwin Alpino does have 12 points. Looking at Gaines, they have 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals in the game. 5 for 11 for the field, 6 for 9, a 66% showing from the free throw line. As for Alpino, 5 for 9 shooting, hasn't had any free throws in this one, but nailed 2 three-pointers. 3 rebounds, 2 assists. As for Ivory Coast, their leading scorer with 14 points, Rafael Ouedraogo. 7 for 7, perfect from the field. 8 rebounds, 3 assists, and 4 steals. Additionally, Nathan Jocko with 12 points, 4 for 10 from the field, is 4 for 7 from the stripe with 4 rebounds. That's going to do it for the first half of play. We'll still have plenty of more exciting action after this break.
Says, give it to me. Chicago attacks to close out. Feed Bruno inside. Fills it up. It's all right. What do you think?
Oh my goodness, get out of here.
Attack corner Magni and Bruno.
And then you've got this woman here, Asia.
And what a finish.
Didn't overplay it. Players without playing one-on-one.
Because she's excited with passion.
Six rebounds, 6 assists.
Roberts, you gotta love it.
Buckets at the buzzer.
And these fans in Kobe, they love it. They absolutely love seeing it. Nice pass to Suigo. Hammers it in for 2. Villanova's here, dishing it off. Trying to get going in transition. The steal comes away. Matthews. Throwing it up top, and there it is. Our first highlight of the day early on in this one. Big time slam from the number 5, Troy Plumtree. Ransom going up against Green. Oh my goodness. Oh my, AJ DeBranson punish it. Oh, that's a huge rejection from Garavalia. again, they slow down the offense. Matis has been allowed to be double teamed again. And Debansa holding down for two. They've got to get someone in the middle there. Make a pass, make the pass. And a timeout called as USA run out to a 10-point lead. Oh, that's nasty, that block. Major pin to the glass, put it on a notice board. Caleb Hall. They're stolen away by Spain, pushing forward. A fight for position here. Arnott has it now. It's 3 versus 1. The ball goes to the bucket. LSE jumps it home. Right on time. 2-point lead. Get on this pass here. Carvalho is knocked away from him. Van de Quint throwing it up. Musa. Tries the spin move, his pocket is picked. Debansa. Oh my goodness! Baptism of fire! AJ Debansa. Steal, Perez loses it. McCoy Jr. off the glass, Stokes! Setting it up to beat the buzzer. A buzzer beater, oop off the glass. McCoy Jr., Tyron Stokes, USA on smoke. Attacks to close out, feed Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
What do you think?
Oh my goodness, get out of here.
no.
And then you've got this woman here, Asia.
And what a finish.
Didn't overplay it as well.
Players without playing one-on-one.
Because she's excited with passion.
6 rebounds, 6 assists.
Roberts, you gotta love it.
Buckets at the buzzer.
And these fans in Kobe, they love it. They absolutely love seeing it.
Nice pass to Suigo. Hammers it in for two. Villanova's here dishing it off. Trying to get going in transition. The steal comes away. Matthews. Throwing it up top, and there it is. Our first highlight of the day early on in this one. Big time slam from the number 5, Troy Plumtree. Going up against Green. Oh my goodness! Oh my! AJ DeBansa punishing. Oh, that's a huge rejection from Garavaglia. Get that out of here. And once again, they slow down the offense. This. It's been allowed to be double teamed again. And DeBansa running out for two. They've got to get someone in the middle there. Make a pass, make the pass. And the timeout called as USA run out to a 10-point lead. Oh, that's nasty, that block. Major pin to the glass, put it on a notice board. Caleb Hall. It's stolen away by Spain. Pushing forward. A fight for position here. Arnott has it now. It's 3 versus 1. The ball goes to the bucket. Ellison jumps it home. Right on time. 2-point lead. Get out this pass here. Caravaglia is knocked away from him. Man, the quit throwing it up. Tries the spin move, his pocket is picked. DeBansa. Oh my goodness! Baptism of fire! AJ DeBansa. Steal, Perez loses it. McCoy Jr. off the glass, Stokes! Setting it up to beat the buzzer. A buzzer beater, oop off the glass. McCoy Jr., Tyron Stokes, USA on smoke.
Goes coast to coast for the and one opportunity.
You ain't never seen nothing like this.
Welcome back to the action. Second half of play. It is a close one here, 47-50. Puerto Rico with the ball. They are down. Let's see if they can get it down to one or tie it up here on this first possession. Their go-to player in this one has been Dwight Gaines, taking the mid-range shot there in the moment. Misses on that one. Fast break opportunity to the other end of the floor. That's going to be blocked from behind. Well defended by Jeremy Wilmore. Another top player for Puerto Rico, Edwin Albino, with 12 points. Now for Ivory Coast, their top player, Rafael Ouedraogo, he's been a perfect 7 for 7. Very selective with their shots, all from the interior. Off the glass, no good. Draws contact. Adama Kone will go to the line. Gaines passes over to Rodriguez. Drive in the post. Fades the two shot off the glass and in. Up for two. Defended. That's going to be a traveling violation. The basket. Takes a three. Gets the offensive board. Tries to pass away and into the hands of Ivory Coast. Fast break, spin to the basket. Passes off, layup, and Rafael Ouedraogo with 16. They are now 8 for 8 in the game. Backdoor pass, defended well. That is blocked by Ouedraogo. Stolen, fast break. Got one trying to chase down, not going to get there in time. Luis Rosado for two. Credit to Dwight Gaines on the steal. They also get credit for the assist on the play. Three from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Gaines. Fast break attempt. Tried to give it right back to Luis Rosado again for another assist. Instead, that'll be off the mark and out of bounds. Over the screen. Kick to the corner for two. Splashes that one in. Daryl Rodriguez. Deflected. Chance for another one. Rosado passes to Gaines. Three. No good. That'll be too much contact. A foul. Ouedraogo draws the foul. Right to the basket. Inbound, the right corner. Jocko, drive, Euro step, layup, good for two. In the corner, trying to find a teammate to get it to. Passes, that's going to be into the hands of an orange jersey. No good. Fast break. Opportunity. Passes behind. Has to slow it down a bit. Gains. Rosado for two. At the rim. Out of bounds. Puerto Rico ball. Plenty of flags flying in the chat. In the post. Corner. Thought about a three. Drives in. Kick out. Back to the corner where they came from. Rosado. Gains. Takes a three. One-handed shot. No good. Shot clock violation. Big slam at the rim. Jean-Philippe Oka. Tried to get a putback slam, couldn't get it. Rosado just a little too well defended.
Number 32, Mariano, second person to play pass to her. Luis Rosado, 62.
Rosado's first free throw at the line is good. Two for two at the line. Back to a tie ball game, 57 apiece. 5:33 remaining as we have substitutions. Rosado will take a break. Alexis Fuentes into the lineup for Rosado. Ball's loose. Gaines trying to get the steal. Can't. Ball's going to be passed underneath off the backboard. Foot was on the line when they initially leapt, trying to go save it, so that'll be out of bounds. Takes a big three from beyond the arc. That'll give Puerto Rico the lead. Dwight Gaines, 20 points in the game. Pass to the corner, almost ripped away. Still in Ivory Coast possession. Puts up an off-balance shot. A foul is called. First free throw at the line, Jean-Philippe Oka is good. That'll put them double digits in scoring at 10. Jean-Philippe Boca has not missed a shot from the field, similar to how Rafael Ouedraogo hasn't missed either. Both combined for 12 for 12 in their field goals. 2 for 3 from the line, 3 for 4 from the line for Jean-Philippe Boca for the game. That'll be out of bounds, and it'll be in possession of Ivory Coast. They are going to review this last play, make sure they get it right. We'll give them a moment to take a look at this. We'll be right back. So after review, they determined it did just touch the finger of the Ivory Coast defender. It'll stay Puerto Rico. They have a 1-point lead and possession gains with the ball. Game planning where they want to go. Pass to the left side. Corner. 3. Torres. No good on the shot. Going the other way, Ivory Coast looking to take the lead back. They have numbers, have the space. They've got the 2 points. Three from the corner. Can't get it to fall. 3:45 remaining in the third. 2 points. And Ivory Coast expands on their lead. Been a close game for all of it. The largest lead that came was at 8, and that was earlier in the first quarter. Then the largest lead that it ever was in the second quarter was 5. They have not broken past this being a 3-point lead for either side. Drive, one defender to beat, goes against them, puts up the shot for two, draws contact. That'll send them to the line. Oka will have their free throws, fouled by number 13, Yadiel Sanchez. Shot is up and good. Hits front of the rim, back of the rim, backboard, and falls. Down the floor to the corner. Hop steps their way to the rim. Defense is too strong. Stolen. Pushing the other way. Drive, layup, off the glass, 2 points as Dwight Gaines with the bucket. Guadio at the line. Misses on the first shot. They're going to call a violation on the play. Puerto Rico will have the ball. Missed on that one. That's going to be offensive rebound. Slings to the left side. Has space for a three. Can't get it to fall. Big jam slash. Rafael Huitrago. Sanchez be able to answer. Largest lead of the quarter is 5. We just saw moments ago. Post move. Gaines grabs the rebound. Fast break. 3 attempted. 3 no good. Deflected. Trying to fight for the ball. Ivory Coast picks it up. Big shot play. Puerto Rico tying it up, 67 apiece. Jeremy Wilmore. We'll be back with more FIBA action right after this break. Stick around.
Gets to the passing lane, goes coast to coast for the and one opportunity.
You ain't never seen nothing like this. Hey, don't stop moving with it.
Dominic Malonga throws it down.
I'm on the ground waiting for the come up. You ain't never seen nothing like this.
Right back into it. Ivory Coast looking to take the lead back. Final minute of the third quarter. Off balance layup's going to be no good.
Number 32, Quebrado. Third person upon a second keeper.
Three attempted. That'll be off the mark, but offensive rebound by Rodriguez. Left side, Sanchez. Underneath, a layup. Gets the friendly bounce. Puerto Rico will take the lead back once again. We have had 10 lead changes in this game. Game has been tied 10 different times. Off the glass, gets the friendly bounce. And Ivory Coast ties it up, 11th tie. It's by a defender, Gaines, steps back, two ball, no good. Deflected, picked up, puts it in! Puerto Rico with the last second shot to take the lead, 71-69. That is our end of third quarter score. And we will have more exciting action coming up in the fourth quarter. 10 minutes remain. We'll be back with more FIBA action. Back to the action. Puerto Rico was able to get the lead last second. It has been back and forth and back and forth. These two teams are fighting to stay in the brackets. Ivory Coast with the rebound. Although these two teams are fighting, they will have a tough road ahead of them. Winner of this game will move on to face off against the United States. And they have had a strong showing in this World Cup. Still, you want to stay in brackets. You want to give yourself that chance. You want to be able to fight to get to that next level. Baiting on a 2, hits the shot, and it's good. Driving to the basket. Kick out. Pump fake. Up for 2 and 1 opportunity. Ties it up. Chance to take the lead. Side step to the left, takes a 3, nails that one. Gaines lighting it up again. 27 points. Ivory Coast tried to answer, gets the offensive board, no, ends up. Fast break situation, stops, pops a 2, nails it. Foot was on the line, was close to a 3. But that is Dwight Gaines with another one. Gaines will be called for a foul, reaching from behind. Elsewhere in FIBA, we had Australia versus, apologies. We had other games going on. And for today, it was Venezuela versus Turkey. That was a close game that finished out 78-73. I feel like we've heard that one before. But that is the final there. 78-73. Turkey will move on in the standings. Diving for the loose ball, they're able to pick it up. Score sounds familiar because that was the final of Australia versus Ivory Coast. 78-73, a close one there. But taking a look at the brackets, now we have more of our games set as to who will play who. Confirmed that Canada will play Australia, France will play Turkey, and Lithuania will play Serbia. Inside the paint, fighting for the ball, foul call. Winner of this game, as mentioned before, will move on to play the United States. And once this game concludes, we'll have all of our quarterfinal games set, which will take place on Friday. Takes a three, off balance, no good. Gains with it. Will stop and pop a three. They've been doing well with those, not that one. This is the largest lead Puerto Rico's had at 4. Loose ball. Jocko able to keep it. Offensive foul. Drive, has space, kicks behind. From the corner, no good. Rebound, quickly puts it back up. That shot won't fall either. And contact, that's going to be against number 5, Edwin Alpino. That'll be his 3rd personal foul. Considering it's 4th quarter, nobody in foul trouble yet for Puerto Rico. Most that some of the players have is 3. Ivory Coast, they have one who has 4 fouls. That's Kanade. He got that one pretty early. Underneath the basket, no good. Tries to deflect it. Instead, into the arms of the Ivory Coast player. Foul called. On the perimeter, running out of time, just has to put up a shot off balance. That does not hit. Still a 4-point game, 78-74. 5:50 remaining. Loose ball heading out of bounds. Last touch by Puerto Rico. That'll stay with Ivory Coast. And slow to get up. That is not a good sign for Nathan Jocko. He'll get help to his feet. Slow moving, but he'll try to do a slight jog over to the bench. He'll head to the bench and get some rest. Muhammad Conan will go in for Jocko. Toss up top, fast break opportunity, Gaines going, lays it up for 2. Looks like they were going to try to go for a big slam, but not enough height on the jump that time. Just went for the smart layup. It is a 6-point lead, largest lead by Puerto Rico in this game. 5:41 remaining. We'll be right back with more FIBA action. in the post, up for two, gets the friendly bounce as we are back to a 4-point game. Puerto Rico leading Ivory Coast. They have led for a majority of this game. In fact, their lead time is 21 minutes and 22 seconds. Only a little over 6.5 minutes for Puerto Rico. 4-second shot clock from the corner. Torres, three, good! Misses on that shot. Rebounded by Rodriguez. Floater. Splashes that shot. And now Puerto Rico, the largest lead of the game period.
Now let's get Puerto Rico.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is offensive interference. Gaines thought about the three, goes up for two, and that'll be Rosado. Heading to the line. Rosado makes the first shot. Now a double-digit lead for Puerto Rico as they are trying to pull away in this one. If you haven't done so already, check out the Discord, discord.gg/FIBA, as we see a quick miss and putback attempt. Got a bit of a cutaway to where we couldn't see what happened for a moment. But this looks to be a foul against Rosado. Their fourth personal foul. Jean-Philippe Oka will be at the line. No good on the free throw attempt. 4:10 remaining here in the fourth. Second shot, can't get it to fall. Puerto Rico. Drive, pass behind. Thought about the three, step back, pass to the corner, three, no good, offensive board, no good. They're trying to expand on their lead, but they have done a great job defensively. In fact, taking a look at the numbers, it is a 13-2 run currently active for Puerto Rico. Behind the back move by Gaines. Loses their footing. 6-second shot clock. Pass to the opposite block. Trying to go for a post move. Doesn't get it. Puts up the shot, but not in time. Shot clock violation. Drive from the left wing to the left corner. Intercepted by Arache. That'll be stolen right back by Ivory Coast. Both teams reaching. Over to the right side. Drive. Loses it. Ripped away. Picked up by Torres. To the right side. Gains. Left side. Into the paint. Picked up by Wilmore. Torres. Wilmore. Thought about a 3. 8-second shot clock. Torres. Wilmore. Back and forth between the two. 3! Puerto Rico. To the paint. 2:25 remaining. Up for 2 and 1 opportunity. Tabacone. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back with more FIBA action right after this. Kone at the line, settling in, looking to convert on the and one opportunity. Shot is up and good. Back to a 10-point game. We have another timeout, so another break. This time by Puerto Rico. We'll be right back. Quickly to the basket. Great play. Just couldn't get the shot to fall. Was only off the backboard. Didn't hit rim. That's going to rattle around. Going to be picked up by Ouedraogo. Torres grabs it. Fast break. Wilmore for 2. Technical foul called. And it's against Dwight Gaines. Taking a look back to see exactly what happened in that situation. So in the situation, Dwight Gaines had the ball right in front of him, grabbed it, and then tossed it away. And I believe they were intending to give it to the officials or something. But that doesn't change the fact that they grabbed it and threw it. Especially when it seemed like an Ivory Coast player was trying to grab it. Try to get it off the glass, draws contact, will go to the line. That'll be number 32, Rafael Ouedraogo. Currently sitting with 18 points, 9 for 10 from the field. This is their first visit to the charity stripe. .133 remaining, a 12-point game. This was back and forth. Around a 3, maybe 5-point game at most. But then Puerto Rico just found what they were looking for, getting the shots to fall, and they took over this game, going up 12. They were up by as many as 13 at one point. Down the floor, they'll back it down. Into the post, pass to the corner, intercepted. Off of a teammate and into the hands of Torres. That'll be a foul, trying to get the steal. And the point has been brought up by a fan. 81 points by Ivory Coast. They have not made a three-pointer. They have attempted 15 of them, but none have fallen. So technical foul against Jean-Philippe Oka leads to a made free throw at the line. (94-82) from the corner for three. Misses on that shot. Puerto Rico with the rebound. Pushing down the floor. Draws contact with 58 seconds left. It's a hard-fought game for Ivory Coast. Well played. Just couldn't come out on top. Again, they had the lead for the majority of the game. But it was a great fourth quarter play that really gave the push. And it was a 13-2 run to start out early in the fourth quarter that got Puerto Rico in this position. And I believe you can just see the frustration from the coach, Coach Orlando and Toha, trying to say, don't need to foul. We have the clock on our side and the lead. Let's just let them burn out this clock. We'll burn it on our hand. 12-point lead. Let them stop the clock. We'll keep it flowing. And that's going to be an unsportsmanlike call. Wilmore drawing contact to the face. And that foul is going to be against number 32, Rafael Ouedraogo. So that is an unsportsmanlike and a, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, an earlier technical foul by Ouedraogo. Actually, I was mistaken. The earlier technical foul was against Jean-Philippe Oka. But that is the first unsportsmanlike for Ouedraogo. 44 seconds left. Move the ball around. 5-second shot clock. Being trapped. Loses the ball. Fast break. And a foul on the play. And I believe just right there, the coach showing their frustration again. There's no need to foul. Gaines helping up the opposing player. Why Gaines called for the foul. Jean-Philippe Oka will go to the line. First shot, up and good. Second shot doesn't hit. 5-second difference between game and shot clock. Puts up a mid-range, splashes that one in. Shot clock is dead for the remainder of the game. Picked up by Puerto Rico off the inbound. They will go ahead and just dribble this one out and call it a game. Jocko just not giving up on the play. And that will be it for Jocko. Actually, I apologize. That is only their fourth. I thought that was their fifth, but it is only their fourth. Gaines at the line with 35 points. 8 for 11. You can go ahead and make that 9 for 12. And that will do it. Puerto Rico advances in the bracket 101-85. We'll go ahead and quickly dive into post-game stats. Starting with Ivory Coast, top performer Nathan Jocko with 21 points, 7 for 18 from the field, 7 for 11 from the charity stripe with 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. A big performer with their own double-double, Rafael Ouedraogo, 19 points, 12 rebounds. Also had 4 assists with 5 steals and 2 blocks. Another big numbers from Jean-Philippe Oka, 18 points, 6 for 10 from the field, had 8 rebounds and 3 steals. But for Puerto Rico, victorious in their game. One thing you kind of notice is Dwight Gaines, big numbers, 36 points, 12 for 16 from the field, 9 for 12 from the charity stripe, was just shy of a double-double and even a triple-double with 9 assists and 8 rebounds. They had big numbers on defense as well with 6 steals. Another top performer, Edwin Albino. They were the hot start to the game. 7 for 14 from the field, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Also worth highlighting, Jeremy Wilmore, 10 points with 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 steals, and a block. That concludes the numbers for that one. You can go to FIBA Basketball to take a look at the box scores as well as more, including the brackets, which we're going to go ahead and kind of read off of real quick. Everything is finalized except for the times for tomorrow. The United States will face off against Puerto Rico tomorrow. Apologies, not tomorrow, but Friday, July 3rd. Canada versus Australia, as well as France versus Turkey, and Lithuania